Hello everyone, welcome to Exploring with Cindy and Dan. Today we're in Alaska with our ship, the Discovery Princess. Join us in this amazing adventure. We started our vacation in the port of Seattle, Washington, before embarking in our exciting 7-day cruise with the Discovery Princess, the Princess Cruise Line's newest ship. And our ports of call are Ketchikan, Juneau, Skagway, and Victoria in Canada. But we didn't stop at Skagway. Instead, we stopped at Icy Strait Point in Juneau, Alaska. And we will be letting you know why later in the video. Each and every time we step aboard a Princess cruise ship, we feel welcome and right at home. The service is excellent and we always encounter friendly staff members. When you embark on day one, there's a sail away party. There's music, dancing, almost everywhere on the cruise ship.
Make some noise! This is your vacation! This has been your Saturday celebration.
You can grab a drink and find a place to watch the ship leaving the dock. There's usually a DJ and a band around the pool, as you can see in the video. It's just a big and loud party that everybody enjoys. The Princess Theaters has Broadway-style production shows. This here is a Princess Live Cafe. Discovery Ship has different types of staterooms: interior, ocean view, balcony, mini suite, club class, which are a mini suite with exclusive VIP touches, suites, and the most luxuries of them is the Sky Suites, which is approximately $7,000 per person for a 7-day cruise, excluding gratuities and vacation protection insurance. Many of the staterooms are wheelchair accessible and also service dog friendly. For this cruise, we chose to reserve a mini suite and it was amazing. The World Fresh Marketplace is the buffet restaurant included in the price of your cruise, and the food is amazing. If you don't feel like going to the buffet, you can also eat at the main dining rooms. There are 2 main dining rooms on Discovery Princess. Juneau main dining room can be located on deck 5 midship, and Ketchikan main dining room on deck 6. A 7-day cruise will have 2 formal nights on sea days. The dress code for the formal nights on a Princess cruise is tuxedo, dinner jackets, or dark suits for men, and evening gown, cocktail dresses, or elegant pantsuits for women. Before every formal night, you can enjoy a session of photos with the ship photographers, and they're located throughout the ship. One thing I wanted to mention on the Princess cruise ships is they are tax and duty-free shopping. And you'll find jewelry, clothing, local crafts, arts, perfume, chocolate, liquor, and souvenirs in these shops. The Princess Casino has gaming lessons, slot machines, and prize tournaments. This is called the Sea Walk. It is an over-the-ocean glass walkway. It is the first of its kind at sea. It's approximately 60 feet long and 128 feet above the waves and extending 28 feet beyond the edge of the ship. It's a very thrilling experience. This here is the fitness center where you can find many different kinds of workout machines. It's usually empty in the afternoons and late in the evening. Next to us you can see a Norwegian cruise ship sailing, and in the future we will be showing you more about the Norwegian brand ship, as we had sailed on the Norwegian Bliss a couple times and it was also a very nice ship. This here is deck 17, where you can find the lodge at Camp Discovery and the tree house and the beach house for little kids and kids of all ages. And there's also a small children outdoor area. The retreat pool for adults over 18 is located at the other end of this deck. Here we spotted some humpback whales, as you can see in the picture, as we were approaching Alaska. And if you're cruising to Alaska, make sure to book at least a balcony cabin. You will see all kinds of wild animals. We brought our binoculars this time and we saw humpback whales, porpoises, sea lions, harbor seals, sea otters, wild goats on the mountains, and we also saw some bald eagles. Some of them were flying above our ship while we were docked in Juneau. For us, one of the best cruises we've ever done was Alaska. I believe this is our 5th Alaskan cruise because the views are so amazing. Not only will you see the wild animals in every direction, but you can also experience the glaciers, towering mountains covered with snow, many little islands, and more. America's last frontier has a lot to offer for everybody, especially for cruisers. This is an experience you cannot get anywhere else, and it's completely different than sailing on a typical cruise. It might be a little more expensive than a Caribbean cruise, but it is well worth it. This is Ketchikan, Alaska, the salmon capital of the world. It is known as Alaska's first city because it's the first major community travelers come to as they journey to the north. Ketchikan began as an Indian fishing camp. The name Ketchikan comes from the Tlingit phrase that means eagle with spread out wings, a reference to a waterfall near town. In the early 1900s, when gold was Alaska's claim to fame, fishing and timber industries were established in Ketchikan. There's a lumberjack show in downtown just blocks away from the dock, and the Totem State Park are something you should really think about visiting while in Ketchikan. This here is Endicott Arm. It's at the southern end of a long flowing fjord that spans a total area of over about 1,000 miles, 28 of which flow directly through the area of the cruise. And at the end of the Endicott Arm, the Dawes Glacier is located, standing over 600 feet tall and approximately a half a mile wide. Juneau is the capital of Alaska. Approximately 30,000 people live in Juneau, and there's no roads that go to Juneau, so you either have to fly or you can go by boat. It was founded as a gold mining town, and today Juneau is famous for its breathtaking, beautiful glaciers like the Mendenhall Glacier. It is located just approximately 12 miles from downtown, and it's one of the most beautiful and accessible glaciers in Alaska. This is the Juneau tram. It's a tram car ride that transports you 1,800 feet above sea level, and at the top of the mountain there's a sky bridge and numerous viewing platforms that offer stunning panoramas. There's also at the top a theater, a bar, and a restaurant. Juneau has a lot of different types of airplane tours as well as helicopter rides. Years ago, I used to fly helicopters there in Juneau, taking people up on the glaciers so the cruise passengers could experience walking on top of the glaciers and admiring the glaciers from the sky. Victoria, Canada was another port of call, and in many of our Alaskan cruises we had arrived to Victoria after 7 or 8 p.m., and the ship usually leaves at or around midnight. Icy Strait Point is home to remote Tlingit village of Hoonah, Alaska. Hoonah means village by the cliff, and there's fewer than 800 people in this town. The nearby Spassky River Valley holds one of the world's largest population of brown bears. There are multiple types of excursions in Icy Strait Point. There are 2 gondola rides. At the end of the second one, there is the world's largest zip lining experience. There's also cooking classes and scenic drive tour with tribal dance, and the wilderness hike is a moderate activity of about 2.5 hours, and there is also a tour called Remote Wildlife and Brown Bear Search, where you might find brown bears along the way. In 1912, the Hoonah Packing Company built a large cannery 1 mile north of town, and after 5 years of operation, the cannery turned out 152,500 cases of 1-pound cans of salmon, the largest ever achieved in Alaskan history. An Alaskan cruise is a cruise adventure that you don't want to miss. We encountered amazing wildlife, walked through Alaskan national parks, and viewed one of the greatest glaciers in the world, and experience a very unique vacation, and all in just 1 week. We would like to thank you for taking the time to watch our video, and please consider subscribing with the notification bell on. Thank you.